Konnichiwa, I'm John Hornick. Welcome to my Japanese Faves series where we'll cover every major type of Japanese food. This lesson is about using a Konro grill and Japanese Binchotan charcoal. This is a Konro. It's used for grilling kabayaki, teriyaki, or yakitori or similar dishes by your guests at the table. It's similar to a sichirin, or what we call a hibachi in the US. I'll talk about the parts of the Konro and how to use it. I'll be using it with Binchotan charcoal, which is a very special Japanese charcoal. It looks and it sounds metallic when you click two pieces together. It burns very, very hot and clean and almost smokeless, although the food you're cooking may create smoke. It can be hard to light, but I'll show you how to do it. I use a portable butane burner like this. Binchotan burns a beautiful orange-gray color, and as I said, it burns very hot, so you'll need to experiment with how much to use in your Konro. After using it, if you extinguish the flame in a heavy pot with a tight lid like this, you can burn it again at a later time. I use this pot to extinguish the Binchotan that I used last night. Although you may see Konro used inside of restaurants in Japan, you should use it outside. I'll provide sources for both Konro grills and Binchotan charcoal. So let's start cooking. All right, first let's talk about the components of the Konro. We have a wooden base, and then we have the base of the Konro, and this will be partially filled with water when we're cooking. And this base sits on top of the wooden base. And then we have the charcoal chamber. This is where the Binchotan charcoal will go, and this sits into the black part of the base. And then we have the screen that goes on top. All right, so those are the 4 components of the Konro. Now we're going to add the Binchotan charcoal to the Konro, and first I'm going to put in some charcoal that I have actually already used. The great thing about Binchotan is it can be reused, okay? So those pieces have already been burned once. Then we're going to add several more pieces here. So we have a nice full charcoal chamber. All right, now I'm just going to try to arrange this so that it's all below the top level, because that screen is going to have to sit on top. Okay, good. Now, I have it sitting on top of a butane burner, and what we're going to do is turn that butane burner on and sit the fire bowl, charcoal bowl, on top, and let the flame's going to come up through the holes in the bottom of the Konro, and it's going to light that charcoal, okay? So we're going to let this just burn until that charcoal gets lit. And now while the charcoal is lighting, I am going to pour the water into the bottom of the Konro. And what we're going to do is we're going to pour it only up to the line. Now there's a line in the bottom of the Konro. It's molded into the clay, okay? We're just going to put the water up to that level, okay? And the reason it comes to that level is so it doesn't actually touch the bottom of the charcoal compartment. Okay, now our charcoal is nice and it's turning white. It's glowing red down in the bottom. Some of the pieces are really glowing red hot, white hot. So this is lit really well. Now what we're going to do is turn off the heat on this burner, and then we're going to transfer this to the base of the Konro. Okay, using oven mitts to do that. Okay, just sitting that down on there, and now it's ready to go. Okay, you have the screen on top, charcoal in the bowl, in the white bowl, and underneath of that you have the water in the base of the Konro, and then that sits on the wooden base. So now you're all ready to go to grill your food, whatever happens to be on the Konro. So you can see photos of dishes made on the Konro on my Instagram, which is @Chef's Apprentice Cook Like a Pro. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.